Okay, so now we're going to go through some of our big hits for the year, starting with major issues. So, the first major issue uh, was the issues or the problems with the E5430 single band laptops. So, those laptops have a single band, single antenna Wi Fi adapter in them. And in my department, we've had an issue with those devices from the day that they were introduced because uh, they operate on the 2.4 gigahertz band, and that we simply feel that that is not a good enough band for them to operate on. We can guarantee much better performance on the 5 gigahertz band because of the greater number of discrete channels. However, um, beyond the fact that they had poor specs, there were even more serious problems with them in the beginning of this year, probably through the end of last school year, so throughout 2016. The problem was essentially that the connection speed when transmitting data from the access point towards the laptop was dropping down from what should be an achievable 72 megabits per second or 65 megabits per second down to 1 megabit per second. So, you know, somewhere between 1 and 2% of what should be possible. And this seemed to happen randomly over time to uh, increasing numbers of a cart. So if you started off with 24 of them, within 5 minutes you might have two or three that had this problem. Within half an hour it might be up to six, and within an hour it might be half of them. Now the problem is that it doesn't only impact those specific laptops, it impacts the wireless channel in the room and all of the devices which are trying to use the 2.4 gigahertz channel in the room. So all of the E5430s that didn't have a problem and anything else trying to use the same channel. And I am hated by the endpoint team because of the fuss that I was kicking up about this. But I eventually got the attention of enough people that they were going to take it seriously. And so we actually went to Atlantic High School and requisitioned a number of their laptops because I had seen this problem consistently over all laptop carts at Atlantic. But, you know, on the very day that we were going to solve this, it apparently disappeared, seemingly overnight. And as far as I'm aware, and I'm looking for feedback to either confirm that this is the case or tell me that no, it's not. There have been no such serious issues with the 5430 since that time. Nobody can account for the disappearance of the problem. To be honest, there was a bit of finger pointing between the infrastructure team and the endpoint team. And I even thought that my team, someone in my team, may have been the person that made some kind of change on the setup of the access points to solve the problem, even though we've been looking for that change for quite some time. But as far as I was able to determine, no, we didn't make any changes. Endpoints say they didn't make any changes, but clearly someone made a change, and it cured the problem, and that's great. I have a theory about what was causing the problem, but I still don't know what was done to solve it. The problem seemed to be consistent with there being some internal source of radio frequency interference on the laptop. And although we were never able to definitively prove it, I think the problem only occurred when the laptops were not being powered by a power supply, when they were on battery. And I say that because at the Spanish River Media Center, we set up 150 laptops of this model without any issues, but they were powered from a power strip. So the good news is that the problem's gone away, but it was a major issue, and I guess this is a review of the year, so I want to cover it.